the next question is, when the concentration of all these greenhouse gases increasing, it is warming up the entire earth. That means the temperature of the earth is increasing, and this is resulting in global warming. So what is the effect? The effect of this greenhouse, the effect of the greenhouse is global warming. So now let us discuss about global warming. Global warming. Now, if we consider from the pre-industrial time till now, the temperature of the earth has been rising by 2.5 degrees centigrade. And by the last century, in the last century, the temperature has risen by 0.6 degrees centigrade, and particularly mostly in the last 3 decades, the temperature has risen to this great extent. And by the end, by the end of 21st century, it is expected that the temperature will rise between 1.4 to 5.8 degrees centigrade. It is expected. As a result, if the temperature will go on rising due to this greenhouse effect, what will happen to us? What will happen to the earth? So, if it will increase in effect, it has been estimated by the scientists that the first thing is effect on climate. Effect on climate. Now, when the temperature will rise, what will happen? The ice caps which are present in the polar areas, the ice caps which are present, that will start melting. In the Himalayas, the ice caps which are present, that will start melting. Again, NASA has seen that in Greenland ice, it has been melted by 15 to 120 centimeter. In the last few years, it has melted. So when the ice caps in the polar areas, the mountains, the Greenland, all will melt, what will happen? Now, all this melted ice will come to the ocean. As a result, the level of water in the ocean will rise. And those countries like Maldives, the Bangladesh, and all the coastal belts of the world, they will be submerged. So many important towns, cities, they will be submerged. That is the greatest effect of this. And the estuaries, the sanctuaries, the marshes, all those that are present in the coastal area, they will completely submerged. This is one effect. What is second effect? Now the second effect is the entire climate of the world will change. Scientists have found out that when there will be global warming, it will have less effect on this equator. In the equator, it will have less effect. There will be slight rise in temperature. While in the mid latitudes, it will have a medium. While the rise in temperature will be very high in the polar areas. So when this will be very high in the polar areas, there is more ice. So completely that will melt. It will have more effect. And another effect on the climate is El Nino effect. So what is this El Nino effect? Usually in each 3 to 5 years, that means very irregularly, due to change in the global temperature, the ocean, the Pacific Ocean temperature rises. It becomes warmer. And since it becomes warmer, the entire global temperature becomes warmer. And due to its effect, the change in the wind reverses. And the ocean currents, that also reverses. And where there is no rain, you will find there are more floods. Where there are floods, there will be droughts. And due to the effect, in the polar areas, there will be rain both in summer season as well as winter season. While in the equatorial region, there will be only rain during the summer season. That means there will be change in seasons. At some places there will be flood, at some places there will be some drastic change. That is the effect of global warming. And that global warming is the greenhouse effect. So this is the effect on climate. Then the other effect is that is on the this is also increased sea level. Then the effect on food grain. Now what is the effect on food grain? Usually due to change in climate, most of the weeds will grow, pests will grow. Mostly there will be most of the diseases in the plants. So there will be decrease in the cultivation. And due to increase in carbon dioxide concentration, the most of the plants and particularly the C4 plants, they will get no benefit. And the C4 plants are mostly present in the equatorial region because they are the tropical plants. But when the carbon dioxide concentration will increase due to this greenhouse effect, it to some extent the C3 plants will be benefited. The C3 plants will be benefited. Why? Because for them the carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere is less for them. When the concentration will go on increasing up to 450 and 500 ppm, they will be benefited. That means they will be photosynthetically more efficient. And side by side, what will happen? When the carbon dioxide concentration will increase, it will lead to closure of stomata, partially. When there will be partial closure of stomata, then there will be less transpiration. That means loss of water is less. That means now these plants can be adapted themselves to less available areas. That means in xerophytic areas, the plants can grow. So this is known as carbon dioxide fertilization effect. That means when carbon dioxide concentration will increase up to some extent, the C3 plants will be benefited. They will not require much water and they can grow in less water scarcity areas, and their productivity will be more. This is known as carbon dioxide fertilization effect. Now side by side there will be effect in the effect on species distribution. The different species which are present in the coastal areas, they will be completely washed away in the sea. They will be completely extinct. And due to change in temperature, those plants which are very temperature sensitive, they will not survive. That means the forest will be converted to scrubs. There will be deserts. So these are the diverse effects of this global warming and greenhouse effect. So naturally the question comes to our mind, how to save ourselves from this greenhouse effect and global warming. What is the answer to it? So the answer to this is the control of this global warming. How to control it? That means the control measures. So one of the control measures, that means the fossil fuels should be replaced. Fossil fuels should be replaced by wind energy or solar energy, because the fossil fuels they give carbon dioxide. That is this one. The second one, the use of chlorofluorocarbons should be less or should be replaced, because besides the effect of chlorofluorocarbon in greenhouse effect, it also depletes the ozone layer. So how to decrease its use, that has been discussed in the Montreal Protocol. How to decrease the use of this chlorofluorocarbons. The third one is decrease in human population, because most of the effects are anthropogenic due to human activities. And another important thing is afforestation. Because if we grow more plants, then they will use carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. So, how these greenhouse gases can be reduced, it has been discussed in Kyoto Protocol, that is 1997 in Japan. And all the countries, they have been advised to decrease this greenhouse gases by 2020. Similarly, the use of chlorofluorocarbon, it has been also discussed in Beijing Protocol, that is 1999. So these are the different methods how to give a check to the greenhouse gases and global warming. Now let us discuss questions. So one question is the two gases making highest contribution to greenhouse gases are, first one is CFC and nitrous oxide, second one is carbon monoxide and nitrous oxide, third one is carbon dioxide and methane, the fourth one is methane. And so this question was asked in AIPMT 2011. Now let us discuss the second question. Carbon dioxide is called greenhouse gas because it is first choice used in greenhouse to increase plant growth. The second choice is transparent to heat but traps sunlight. Third choice, transparent to sunlight but traps heat, and the fourth choice is transparent to both sunlight and heat. So this was asked in Delhi University PMT 2009. So from our discussion we will be able to answer all these questions, and these are the type of questions which are usually asked in all national type of examinations. So thank you very much for watching the video. Wish you a very bright future. God bless you. Have a good day.